Okay, so in this situation, basically, so these two coworkers, Tim and Laura, they worked at the same company. Laura was an editor for the company, working on different journals and whatnot. And so one night they all went out to celebrate the end of a project, and they all had one too many drinks, and they're in New York. And at the end of the night, Tim, who also had a little crush on Laura, got them both a cab and asked if Laura would like to get in the cab and to share the ride home. And Laura, she accepted the ride. Now, later into the ride, Tim made an advancement towards Laura sexually to see it, and she reacted negatively, telling him to get out of the cab and everything. And which the next day, Laura came into work and wasn't sure how to deal with Tim, wasn't sure what was going to happen. And then when Tim finally did come to her, she said that Tim had said sorry, and she thought that was the end of it. It was a very meaningful apology, and that's all she thought it was going to be. And after that, uh, so basically, Tim just kept apologizing, apologizing, and apologizing after months and months and months. And Laura started to get annoyed. She thought it was all over. She thought she wouldn't have to deal with it anymore. And after Tim kept apologizing, it just brought an inner source of anger towards to Laura, and she wasn't sure how to deal with it. She was sick of hearing it. She just wanted to forget about it. So she talked to like a very select few of people about what to do, and then Tim could sense that other people knew about what had happened, and so it made for a very unwanted, unenjoyable work environment. So Laura decided to go to not a new. She just got another job position in another journalist place, and but then everything was boring. She didn't like it there. She enjoyed her old job better, but she didn't want to have to deal with Tim. So basically, Laura got in touch with an outside group uh, called Ombudsperson. And so we're an outside group. We want to bring other people. They want to bring other people in to see how they should handle this conflict and see what they can do better. So I believe in chapter 8 of the book, it discusses integrative negotiation, which is it's an attempt to settle a dispute in a way that maximizes all of their interests as opposed to creating a winner and a loser. So integrative negotiation, I think, is a great way to get both of their best interests. Okay, so you have these two people, and they're basically fighting. They don't know. So, so Laura thought it would be better to move out of that place and have a better work experience. But all in all, it wasn't. It was more boring. So now she's came to us to try and figure out how to get back in the old workplace and just not have to deal with him. So what I decided is in integrative negotiation, you want to uh, get both sides together, and you want to see what maximizes all of their interests. So I think that Laura has just to go to Tim, or we can as a group, but I think they should go together, and Laura should explain that it's in the past. Just don't bring it up anymore. You don't have to apologize for it anymore, and just forget about it, and kind of like maybe not stay out of each other's ways completely, but just like try to not avoid each other, but just try and minimize your interactions. So that way Laura can focus on what she needs to and have a very happy professional work environment, when Tim should just focus on his work. I know he had feelings for Laura, but at the same time, you have to respect the other persons. It doesn't always work out. So that's what I think they should do. I think they should have an integrative negotiation and just come to a conclusion that it's for both of their best interests to just kind of not avoid each other, like I said before, but just minimize interactions, and everything will be good.